Earth's resources. Materials derived from nature and used not only to meet people's needs but for also to the country's economic progress is referred to as natural resources. The principal regions of our planet Earth is composed of land, air, and water. We people generally live the land portion of the Earth. This is made up of soil and rocks. But buried underground are deposits of coal, other fuels, and minerals. At kapag hindi nyo pa nalalaman, the Philippines is actually rich in natural resources. But what are these resources? The natural resources in the Philippines are grouped into four. First, mineral resources. Second, forest resources. Third, agricultural resources. And fourth is marine resources. What are mineral resources? The country's metal deposits, which is estimated to be 21.5 billion metric tons, includes nickel, which is found merely in Surigao del Norte, Davao, Palawan, Romblon, and Samar. Aside from nickel, meron din iron. Iron is found in Ilocos Norte, Nueva Ecija, Camarines Norte, and Cotabato. And the third most abundant mineral resource in the Philippines is what we call copper. Copper is mainly found in Zambales, Batangas, Mindoro, Panay, and Negros. Aside from metal deposits, meron din tayong non-metal deposits. It is estimated to be 19.3 billion metric tons, which includes cement, lime, and marble. Those are just about the mineral resources in the Philippines. Let's go to our forest resources. If you live near the mountains or in rural areas, you might notice that the Philippines is covered with rich forests, mainly Diptera Park Forest, which is known as the tallest and most diverse rainforest in the world. Aside from Diptera Park Forest, we also have mangrove forest. Mangroves protects shoreline from damaging storm and hurricane winds, waves, and floods. They also help prevent erosion by stabilizing sediments with their tangled root system. They maintain water quality and clarity, filtering pollutants. We could also find fine stems in Philippine forest and bamboo thickets. We are done in the Philippines mineral in forest resources. Pumunta naman tayo sa ating very own agricultural resources. Our very own soil is a rich resource for agriculture. This rich soil is used to make valuable Philippine crops just like coconut, abaca, tobacco, sugarcane, banana, pineapple, rice, and corn. They also include a wide variety of vegetables and fruits to keep us healthy and going. Now let's go to the last type of marine resource found naturally in the Philippines. More than 2,000 fish species found in our seas, some of which have really good commercial values, such as tuna and mackerel. Other marine product includes shrimp, squid, crabs, and seaweeds. Why do we have this rich variety of products? Because we also have rich fishing grounds just like the ones found in Sulu, Bohol, Pangasinan, and in the waters of Palawan, Quezon Province, and Sorsogon. At the same time, meron din tayong freshwater fishing grounds in Laguna Lake and many fish ponds around the country. Aside from those resources we discussed earlier, we also have wind, water, and geothermal spots which can be used to generate power. For instance, hydroelectric power or hydroelectric energy is a form of energy that harnesses the power of water in motion to generate electricity. It is simpler and requires fewer people to operate compared to thermal plant. Napakarami nating natural resources, but are we actually taking care of it and maintaining the state of our environment? How can we protect and conserve our natural resources? To properly conserve our natural resources, dapat nating malaman kung ano ang mga greatest enemies or destroyers sa ating environment. And once we identify these factors, we can avoid that. The main depleters of our natural resources are pollution of land, water, and air, and overharvesting of resources. Kasama dito ang overfishing, overhunting of forest animals, and irresponsible logging. Hence, to protect and conserve our natural resources, we must refrain doing from these two destructive practices. And yes, before we end our discussion, let's have a short recap of what we discussed for today. The Philippines' natural resources. In this video, pinag-usapan natin ang tungkol sa natural resources. The Philippines' natural resources, mineral, forest, agricultural, and marine resources abundant in the Philippines.